Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Luz. If you have visited me before, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm here to do a flip through of my latest journal. And this is Memories Vintage Journal. And I really like how it came out. Right now I'm loving working with the lace coffee dye papers and making them into covers, and I just love doing that. So this is like my third one, I think, using the lace coffee dye paper, and I sew it on to a pretty thick cardstock, so it's flexible but it's very sturdy. So what I do with the cover is I seal it with Mod Podge, and then I use a clear wax sealer and to make it soft and not have that sticky feel to it. So it's really great for this. Okay, so this one measures 5.5 by 8.5. It has 96 pages plus 6 smaller pages as well. So I did a collage here on the front, as you can see. I have several doilies. I have a piece of lace on the bottom. I have some little mulberry paper flowers, and they're pretty stiff, so they won't get crushed. And also, a couple of these things are vintage. This little doily that's under the rosettes, this is vintage. It's like a cross in the middle, and then it has crochet all around it. And these buttons here are also vintage. All right, so it has rosettes on the spine. Okay, and that's the back here. I just love the shading of the coffee dye. Really nice. Okay, so I also have metal book corners on all four sides. I have a hitch post here for the closure and a little cotton fabric bow. And I have a bow pin hanging from here with a key charm. Okay, and on the top says Memories on a piece of cardstock here. Okay, so let's go on. All right, so the first page here, I also lined the inside with the lace coffee dye paper and sealed it. And I have a book plate here, journal card, and a small tag. Have a pocket, envelope pocket here with closes with Velcro and coffee dyed trim, lace trim there. And these papers are from a collage set by Artie Mays. All right, and I have a scripture here in the bottom. Pocket here. This is a stuffed envelope pockets, digital, and I think it's Still Box. I think that's the digital artist that makes these. But I'm going to check on that to make sure. All right. So that's a printable of an old check. There's a background page here from Artie Mays from the same set, the collaged flower set. Parchment paper. Line paper. A page from an old music book. Coffee dye paper and a little rose stamped on the bottom. And a paper bag here with some lace crochet trim. Sari silk bow here. There's some extra paper in here. Vintage music paper and fussy cut flowers here on the bottom that I glued on there. Another page from the kit and a scripture stamped here on the top. And parchment paper. Vintage book page from a gardening book. Okay, and a vellum pocket here. And a rose, cut out rose there, and extra writing paper. This is pink lace dyed paper. The same woman that makes my lace coffee dye paper, she also makes these in pink. They're so pretty. I really love them. She does a wonderful job, and her name is CJ Christopher. If anyone's interested in ordering from her, she doesn't have a shop. She just does this on her own, but she does a wonderful job, and she's very reasonable. Okay, fussy cut butterfly here, and a doily on top of a vintage encyclopedia page. Stamping here. This is from the kit by Artie Mays. Another page. This is famous paintings, vintage book page. Another coffee dye page. This is a poem from a vintage book. And it's here. Okay, this is a little dress form that I made, and with lace and some trim here with pearls, a little rhinestone, and a metal hanger, and it's hanging from a ball pin. This is a side tuck, a fabric one made from cotton and lace over it. Then I have this parchment bag. These are called flat bags. These are also printables. That's the back. So it comes in a set of 6. And yes, I also have to check who makes these. And I will put it down in the description box. So in this parchment bag, because I printed it on parchment, this ephemera here, extra. Okay, it's all printables. It's pretty crown here. Extra writing paper. Okay, and a receipt printable. Okay, what year? This is 1936. And I think it's in French. Okay, so all this goes back in here. Okay, this is an ledger paper in Spanish, and this is from Spain. A young woman mailed these to me. I ordered a bunch, like a packet of different types of ledger paper and receipts in Spanish. Okay, if you want her name, I can also let you know. Just comment if you have any questions about anything in this journal. Okay, so the lace coffee dye paper again. All right, this is an old greeting card. It was a greeting card, and I made it into a pocket. And this is a atlas, a vintage atlas page. More ephemera here, more paper. This is a library reference card, I think it's what it was called, from 1972. Another page from the kit, and I did some stamping here. Kind heart, fierce mind, brave spirit. One of my favorite stamps. And coffee dye paper. Edith Holden page. Stamping on here. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And a little glassine bag here. And I put this on here. I sewed it and then glued it on. This is another little image from Artie Mays. And then I have some ephemera here. And as usual, I have a lot of stitching, as you saw around the cover, around a lot of the journal cards, and also the printable pages. I stitch all around them. So this is the middle of the signature, and this is one signature. And then I have a little cross charm here. This is Artie Mays. And I just really love this paper set. Okay, and pocket here. And this was a page. This was an ephemera page, and I just cut it down to make it into a pocket. And it says player rose. So this is a piano player rose, an advertisement. Okay. Another digital of a big check. Fussy cut flowers that I put here on the bottom, and then some crochet trim here. And this page here is from a vintage interior design book. Edith Holden. Background page from the kit. The other side of the atlas page. Pocket here. Digital of a receipt. Printed on parchment paper. I love to use parchment paper. Here's a vellum pocket and an envelope. So I have here a service check with a printable, rosette trim on the flap here, and then it's a pocket, and there's some ephemera here. And I printed out this image of a embroidered, like a runner, like a table runner. So this is an actual picture of a vintage table runner. And you can journal on the back, it's blank. And there's another one of the background pages from the kit. Other side of the poem book. More coffee dye paper by C.J. Christopher. Vintage book page of famous paintings. This is a stamp of some roses here on the encyclopedia page. A flip out envelope here. Another background page from the kit and stamping on the top. And then this is with washi tape. It's a flip out envelope. I have a printable here. It says, Our Darlings, the Children's Treasury. Sorry, I'm all out of focus here, out of the frame. Our Darlings, the Children's Treasury, the couple with their little baby, and it says their firstborn child. It says here on the bottom. So I think this must be a copy of a book page or a book cover. And it's also printed on parchment paper. Okay, you can write here on the front of the envelope. Lots of space for writing, and this journal like I usually like to do. Have lots of writing areas. Vintage book, music book page. This is the other side of the bag. Yeah, I don't have anything in this one. Coffee guide trim here. Cut spot, printable, extra paper. Okay. Last page, glassine bag. I stamped this glove on there. This is a, it's like an embroidered flower trim. It is this a postcard, a printable. And this is a piece of lace here, a piece of embroidery, and a little, like a flat back here of, what do you call this? I forgot what that's called. Sorry. So, little piece of fabric here, the same fabric that's that the little bow is made of, the little closure. And there's a back page from the kit, and this is a stamp, Abounding in Love. Okay, and there's the back cover. Another ephemera, digital receipt. The same coffee dyed lace trim here, and then the spine has this cotton flour sack cloth, which is pretty strong. It's like muslin, so it makes that, making the spine stronger there. And that is the end. Okay, so this is available in my shop on Zibit. I'll leave the link below. Okay, and just to let you know, I always have a weekly sale in my shop. I always choose 1 or 2 journals and have them on sale for the week from the Saturday until, from Sunday, which is today, until the Saturday. So the whole week, I always have 1 or 2 journals that are on sale, and they're a good buy. So you can go check that out. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Have a wonderful day. God bless.